Okay, so Stranding 2. I can't believe I'm
Yeah.
saying this, but I actually like the first one better.
Nah.
Nah, I'm sorry.
Nah.
I'm sorry, man. Oh man, I'm
Brother,
sorry,
there's
man.
no way.
I
There's
can't.
no way. Wait,
I
wait.
can't. I
There's
can't
no
believe it.
way.
I can't
Why
believe
are
it.
you
Okay,
gay?
gameplay wise, probably the first one's better. Or sorry, the second one's better. But you
Yeah.
know, story wise, oof, I did actually like it better. I liked the first one better. It was more interesting. It was more character focused. There was more interesting
No.
scenarios happening. Yeah, yeah. And maybe part of that is because we literally didn't know anything about the game, to be fair. I'm going to acknowledge my bias here. We literally didn't know anything. Versus Death Stranding 2, it's a little bit like we know the world, we understand what's going on. Versus the first game, it was like everything was new.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna come in hot. I'm gonna come in hot here.
Ah, fuck.
I'm gonna hold your
I'm
balls.
gonna
I'm gonna
I'm
hold your
gonna
balls.
grill yo. I'm gonna grill yo ass. All right. So basically, I think as far as the story goes, I think like the criticisms like of it being slow to develop, I think those are like fair, right? I think this game it took a
It was
really
so
long
slow.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
were setting up things for like 90% of the game was just set up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
legit. It
saying?
was all setting up, like it was all building up like layer after layer. It's just trying to build onto the ending basically. And me personally, I think that the ending was a huge payoff, but I can understand how if you're not a big fan of metal or
Metal Gear.
that type of Metal Gear, Solid Snakes, like if you're not into that type of stuff, then you're not gonna be very excited. Like I can understand, like the ending is not for everyone, right? But the one
Well,
thing that I
bro,
will not,
you didn't even play Metal Gear.
yeah, well, I never even played Metal
You
Gear,
don't
but I knew
you don't
some
even know
of
what's
those
going
references,
on.
man. No,
You
I
knew
knew
the
some of those
references?
references, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, I caught
I
some of
didn't know
them.
them.
I don't know where from. I might have seen like a video or two back when I was a kid, but I'm as a matter of fact, just watching like the ending like sequence of the game, it made me want to play all of the Metal Gear games. Like at least the ones that Kojima like had directed, you know?
Yeah,
Um
he directed all of them. So, you're good.
all of them, even Phantom Pain?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
he
okay.
like
So yeah.
left mid Phantom Pain development or like right at the end of the game,
Okay. Oh, that's
but
fine.
like
Okay. So
it's
yeah,
still his game technically.
I, I feel like one of the games that I think people would love to have a marathon of, right, is Metal Gear. I think starting from
Metal Gear.
like you have to have the right consoles and everything, not emulated. Like you go like legit do like a marathon of each game. Well,
Well,
anyways,
hold on.
I'm getting off track.
Well, like, yeah, actually, this is off track. Never mind.
Yeah. I'm getting off track, but basically, I think that yeah, the payoff isn't for everyone, but I loved it, and I think some of the criticisms, like for example, you were saying how like Rainy was barely explored, uh,
Like, she
like
has count it, one cutscene. Rainy, Tarman. Actually, tomorrow had a bit of development.
yeah, Hartman we already know,
Harmon, we
Deadman
know.
we already know,
Deadman, we
yeah,
know.
Deadman we already know. It's really like
It's these two
Rainy.
new
Tomorrow had
characters, like
some
the Rainy and
Tarman.
Tomorrow. Sorry, not Tomorrow. Tarman. It's like
Yeah.
one cutscene a piece. It's like, oh, okay, great,
And
awesome.
Dollman
And then they
too,
never
and
talk
Dollman.
again. I'm joking, but it's basically you could have removed them from the story and nothing would have changed after they were
Well,
introduced.
so I actually I think I disagree with that one, but the reason why is because sometimes people like friends in the crew, right? Like sometimes you'll like come across people like in real life, and then you'll hear their life story once, and then
And then
you
that's
don't
it.
really
Oh, I see
ever,
what you mean. Yeah,
you know,
I get it.
like it kind of happens in real life too sometimes where like people will be introduced but they won't be like the main like, and plus this isn't a game about Rainy. This isn't a game about Tarman or Dollman, right? This is a game about like everyone and like overcoming
Yeah,
traumas and
yeah,
whatnot, you know?
yeah.
So
I see what you mean.
yeah, I
Dollman
don't
didn't bother me because he was with you
yeah.
the whole game. and he was talking the whole
Pretty
time.
much.
So you got to know him, right?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
Tarman and Rainy. They're just kind of there, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, they tell you things like Tarman in particular. Like he tells you about like Sam, another settlement needs help or something like that.
Oh god. Oh god, I'm so tired of hearing that line. I think that
Yeah,
line was so overused in the game. Like
yeah,
that like every start of a mission or end of a mission, it's like, Sam, go to the terminal to do this, that, or whatever. You know, like
that. I was
they
like,
just oh man, like okay, I
yeah,
get it. Like
okay, I
we've
get
been
it.
through this before. We don't have to do that again, you know? You don't have to keep telling me. Um
But yeah, but yeah, it's like
I
some of
think
these characters were just so underdeveloped. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Yeah.
It kind of, I don't know, it didn't have the impact that Death Stranding 1 had. Because, you know, like,
Yeah, fair enough.
Heartman is hella cool.
Oh yeah.
His name is dumb, but he was hella cool. And, like, that sequence in Death Stranding 1, where you meet the guy, oof, that was
I
legendary. That
oh,
was
that
so
was a
fun.
legend.
That was
Dude, I still
awesome.
remember it like day. Like I remember it clear as
Like, day
day.
and night,
It's
I
like,
still remember it.
yeah.
Deadman,
That was a
to be
sick
fair,
sequence.
Deadman was a little lesser so, but he was still cool, and like it made you question like, okay, what does it mean to have a ha and ka in this world, right? Or to not
Yeah, yeah.
have I forget which one it is, but not have a soul in this world, right?
Yeah.
Right? So
I know what
the
you're talking about.
and then Mama, I mean, it was cool. It was cool. Like she's a living person, and she has a BT baby,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
That's cool. That was cool. That was
Yeah.
cool. That was interesting. It made you wonder about what the world is like. And she's
Mhm.
like holding the BT baby in her arms, and you can't even see it. That was cool. That was cool.
Yeah.
What the heck does Rainy have? She makes it rain.
Rainy has a baby, but
She's pregnant, but she can't have birth, and she makes it rain.
I honestly I
Cool.
think they might explore that further in the next game if there
I
is one.
hope so. I hope
Yeah.
so because like I don't know. It's like the new characters are just not as interesting as the old ones. Does that make sense?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
I don't even
I
know
can
how
understand
Lockney
that.
is in this. You see her in the cutscene where they're teleporting, but like I've never even seen her.
Lockney. Wait, hold on. Let me
Lockney,
remember.
yeah, Mama and Lockney. Remember though?
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I have no idea how Lockney is with the crew somehow, but you know, apparently she is.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, that scene kind of confused me too.
I was like,
That
what?
ending scene kind of confused me as well.
Yeah,
I was like,
when
who?
they're
Like some of these
teleporting,
people,
yeah.
I didn't know who they were, and then like afterwards, I did some research, and I found out that one of the bodies that was there was Dollman's like actual
Yeah,
like body. You know?
actual body. That was cool. That was a cool
Yeah,
Easter egg. I
that was
enjoyed that.
cool. Yeah. No, I
So
I
it's
think
like,
personally,
oh, go ahead.
this game, they really like to force feed you some information that I think was kind of useless to force feed. Like
Yeah,
they explained they explained their wrong parts, you know? Like
right.
that's sort of what that was my thing that I was annoyed with. But everything else, like I think I'm just a Kojima glazer, so I think I just
You're a
enjoyed
glazer,
overall.
man. Yeah, you just
Yeah, I think
enjoyed
I
it.
am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
No,
shameless.
shameless. No, I think like Kojima, like he has the ability to like direct amazing scenes. You know, like
Yeah.
that's what Death Stranding 1 was full of. It was just amazing scene after amazing scene. Like the intro of Death Stranding 1, I still remember it because that's how good that was.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I
I,
didn't really feel like he did. I don't think he really cooked very well in 2. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think
they
he
let
did,
him
man.
cook. I
I
mean, in
think
the
he
ending,
ulted.
it was interesting, but you know.
Yeah. I think he ulted. I think he was saving up all of his like ult points, right? In order
I
to
hope
like not
so.
like use it early, and he just ulted at the very end. And I think the ultimate
Yeah,
was perfect. I think
I hope
like
so.
I was so surprised. The By the way, the randomest stuff happened in the ending of that freaking game. Like there was a dance sequence that I just blew my brains out. I was like, what the
That
hell is going
was.
on here?
I don't know. The game kind of lost me there. It's like,
Yeah.
You-
I was like, what the hell is
like
going on here?
Die Hard Man is like the last person that would do a dance number. At least that was my impression of him. But apparently I was
Yeah,
wrong.
same, yeah. No,
Apparently I
I
was
guess we're
wrong.
spoiling it, but yeah, like that dance sequence was just so odd. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, why would this guy ever do a dance sequence like this? Like,
That just
and then
makes
I
no
think,
fucking sense.
yeah, I rewatched the scene on YouTube, and in the comments section they were saying that he was attacking the servers or something, and I was like, oh, like, okay, like,
Oh man, that's like a Kojima thing right there. Holy heck, that's so stupid.
yeah, I was like, what the hell? Like, okay, I guess I
Okay,
need the
all
comment
right.
section to explain this to me instead of Kojima when like explaining the right things. He over explains the randomest dumb stuff like in the
This is
game.
the randomest
Like,
details. Yeah, it's not the important ones.
You know that rose in the corner of the map? I put
wait,
that
what?
there.
What about the big monster that's about to kill us?
I put that there.
Oh,
Oh man,
and
it's
then
so stupid.
it'll be like Sam. He'll go and pick up an item or something like that, right?
You're
And
right.
then before he picks up the item on the map, the terminal will say, "Hey Sam, go pick up this." Or actually, before even that, Tarman will wake up Sam, and Tarman will be like, "Sam, go to the terminal to access this. There's an item that you have to go pick up to help this guy and bring them into the network. And this item will be of great help to these people." And then you go to the terminal, and then the terminal will explain, "Sam, go to this area and pick up this item. It'll be very helpful to these people."
Oh.
And then he'll be like, "Okay."
And that's
He goes to the
90% of the
thing,
game.
gets the item, brings it back to the people. The people are like, "Oh my god, Sam, thank you so much for bringing this. This will help us so much." And then like you've just gotten to explain 3 times that this item's gonna be helpful, and then you don't even see how it helps them. like like some of those things are just kind of odd to me. Like that's one of the things I never understood.
Yeah, I don't know. And like Fragile's
Oh, the
arm
hands.
scarf was the hands. I mean that was kind of creepy and weird, but it was funny.
I liked it. I liked
And
it. I like how
Torment's
crazy his ideas are.
yeah, some of them are really weird. The cat is mentioned once, and then we just have a cat now. Great.
We just have an anonymous tar cat with wings. like
Yeah. Okay. Great. Awesome.
yeah.
Anyway, I just want to give me a sec. I just want to glaze Death Stranding one real quick.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So like, yeah, like you got Heartman here. He's fun. He's interesting. And it makes sense that he's a researcher because he's the guy that can spend what is it like 3 minutes on the beach every time, literally every hour. He just goes to the beach for like 3 minutes, and it makes sense. Mama brings in the question of like, what if your baby died in childbirth and now you're just stuck where you are because your baby's a BT. It was just a cool concept to think about. It was really interesting. It was a cool sequence. Even when you go back there and you have to cut the strand because our mama wants to leave that area finally, and you cut the strand and you actually help her, and it's cool. Deadman was cool. He brought up the idea of like, what if you created a Frankenstein monster, like a person without a soul? Like, what is the implications of that, right? I'm not gonna lie, even Fragile is more interesting in the first one. She was a monotone princess, right? But like,
Yeah.
she always felt a little weird and a little off, Like she was hiding something. She would offer Sam like cryptobiotes as a snack. It was funny. And in Death Stranding 2, I mean, the most interesting thing she has is her hand scarf. Like I don't know. They made her boring. I don't really know how they did that. And
Actually,
that's like the
I think I
last
disagree
thing.
with this one.
Okay.
But continue. Go off.
Like I would have never thought to call like a Kojima story like boring. Actually, I kind of disagree with this point now. The more that I think about it, I don't think this was that boring, but I feel like nothing happened. That was more my criticism. Nothing really happened, or not much really happened.
No, I can totally get the criticism. I'm not gonna lie. There was so much like it was like filler episodes. I'm not gonna lie.
There was just
Like-
filler episodes. Like Rainy had an interesting conflict. Like she brings the rain, she brings the time fall, but she also brings the reverse fall or whatever it's called. So that could have been an interesting thing where like you have this woman, she's like the neighborhood doctor, she's helping people, but then the people turn on her because they think, oh, while she's giving light, or she is the cause of this. She's arbitrarily causing the timefall to fall. So we gotta kill her so that it ends our nightmare. It's not a like that's something that would have been interesting to explore. Unfortunately, it was not explored like that. They gave her one cutscene, she ran away, and then the guy that was chasing her regretted it. It was like, okay, in like a minute or something. If you remember that cutscene.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It didn't really set the mood well with her. I don't know. She just. I mean, Rainy is hot, right?
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But she's also boring. She barely does anything, and she just
So,
becomes
here-
like this weird happy-go-lucky character. You know?
Hear me out. Hear me out. I think this is a very Witcher take. I think because
Oh,
in
true.
The Witcher,
That's more of
right?
a Witcher. Yeah, that's more of a Witcher thing. You're right. But I feel
Yeah,
like I wish. I guess what I'm asking is just I wish they made her a little more interesting because it wasn't really that interesting. You know,
No, fair, yeah.
in
Like,
comparison to the cast in Death Stranding 1, she was not that interesting.
yeah, like I think
She
so
was
they,
just
they
like
brought her in,
right.
and then like I think she was important. Like she was, her powers were used once. You know, during I think the Australia fires, her powers were used once, and then same with like not really the same with Tomorrow, but sort of they kind of built her up, and
Right.
then like her powers were used a little bit, and like actually I think they gave her a chance to shine. I think that's cool, right? Like they gave her a chance to really show off her powers, like
Yeah,
multiple
do some
times actually.
stuff, right? Right.
Maybe I think maybe it would have been cool to do the same with Rainy, not just the one time with Rainy. Like let's
Yeah.
get that power like on blast, you know, like
Yeah,
like,
well,
let's
it's not
show the
just
world.
the powers, you know, like I wanted to
Mm.
I don't know, I just don't think she was that interesting of a character.
Yeah,
And her
No,
powers
fair
weren't that interesting. And they didn't bring in like existential questions like the cast
Yeah.
from the first game, you know?
enough. Yeah. No, I get you. I get you.
If that makes
I know what
sense.
you're saying.
Even
Yeah.
like Amelie from the first game, right? She brought in the existential question of what does it mean that your soul died, but your body is still like in the real world, right? So it's like
Mhm.
I don't know. There was just more interplay on around the concepts of the game.
Mhm.
Versus
fair enough.
Rainy's a little boring in comparison.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah.
Speaking of boring, Tarman. Tarman has count it one cutscene,
Yeah.
and then he just becomes I don't know the ship's captain now, and he's just like Sam, we need you to do this, and it helps people.
Sam,
it's just
go
never
access
mentioned
the
again.
terminal. Like,
Thank you, Sam.
okay.
I don't know anything about this guy other than he's an Aussie and he doesn't have a hand and he's looking for his son. It's like I don't know. It's just I just wish that he was more interesting.
Yeah.
Dollman, I don't mind because you do get to know Dollman quite a bit because you talk to him throughout the journey and he's like with you the whole time and yeah, I don't mind that too much. It's just Tarman and Rainy. I feel like those were the two missed opportunities of this game.
I will say-
Tomorrow. Oh, go ahead.
I will say with your criticism of how Fragile isn't like mysterious or like like that cool in this game.
I think
So-
it's more that she's just not interesting in this game. Like she just kind
For me,
of is
I
around
think she
there.
was. I think
Yeah.
she was. The reason
Okay.
why is because freaking Troy Higgs, is that what the guy's name is?
Higgs. yeah.
Higgs, yeah, Higgs, yeah, okay. Troy Baker Higgs, God, okay.
Troy Higgs.
Troy
That's mind melt
Higgs.
right there.
That's his new name. So
That's his new name.
Higgs, he kept bringing up like, oh, you still don't know, do you? Oh, you're so kept in the dark. Oh, look at you, like he kept making fun of like basically Norman Reedus and his fetus, So
Right.
I was like the entire game, I was like, yo, what is Fragile hiding? What did she do? Like, is there something else going on? And then turns out there was, spoiler, I guess, but the BB that was quote unquote Sam hooked into throughout the game wasn't real. Um, that was all a projection, and that was all Fragile's plan. And when I figured that out, I was like, whoa, that's a massive revelation. But then the game
Really,
didn't really.
I think, I mean, for me, I think everyone knew, even like the player knew that, yeah,
Really?
like Lou is dead.
Maybe I
Yeah.
just didn't pick up on it.
I mean, the game told us straight up, Lou is dead, but Sam just thinks like it's she's still alive in that BB.
I thought she was still alive too. I thought there was something going on there.
You thought she was still
I thought,
alive? Okay. I mean,
yeah,
I
thought
knew
something
she
was
was dead.
going on in there.
I knew
I
he
thought
was
it was
he was
like,
hallucinating. I mean, that was my pet theory the whole time. He was hallucinating about Lou.
well, to
And
be fair, to be fair.
nobody wants to bring it up because, you know, he's going through his grief, you know. So nobody wants to confront him
To be
about it.
fair though, Lou was always alive,
Oh yeah, I mean,
right?
sure. Yeah. I
So
get you.
even that, like, that's a second degree. That's like another level of revelation, you know? Because the first revelation is, oh, the BB in the pod is really not there. And it was hinted like multiple times with like the doctor, woman. I forgot what her name was, but the doctor with the two left or right hands. When she
Yeah, I
went
forgot her
into the
name.
pod, right? Yeah, I forgot her name. But she went into the pod and she was like, "Oh, interesting." And you know, I think she just had to play along with it. And then what do you call it? What do you call it? There was Higgs taking off the pod and looking at it, and he was like, "Oh, so you still don't know?" And then then like once it was revealed that the pod was actually just completely empty, I was like, "Whoa!" I thought he was gonna go into another like very severe depression, but then he
Yeah,
was able to overcome it, I guess. And then
right.
when it was revealed that tomorrow is Lou, spoiler alert, that was crazy to me. I was like, whoa, like
I
that was pretty
mean,
cool.
I kind of predicted that too. That tomorrow was Lou.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Like it was pretty, yeah. Or it was
Yeah, I
pretty
mean, her name is literally tomorrow.
yeah, so, you know.
Future version of Lou,
Um
so I guess it makes sense.
and also to be fair to you, I also thought there was a chance that Lou is still in the pod somehow, like I don't know, this like the BT spirit something, and that's why there's like all those tentacles and it's Lou's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So I had both theories in my mind that, you know, Lou's dead and they're just trying not to mention it to not bother Sam, or
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
To be
um
honest, if the woman that was supposed to babysit my child and then supposedly got my child killed, um, had or accidentally had talked with other friends to conjure up a version of my baby to put into a pod, I would be pretty scarred if I found out that that wasn't my baby, and I'd be like,
well,
"Who can I trust anymore? Like
right.
you guys kept this from me, you know? Like I'd be pretty mad." But I don't know. I
Well, to
guess
be fair, that's not the only explanation they could give, like, or something, you know. If that was the
And
direction
then
they went, yeah.
I think one of the parts of this game, like one of the points of this game, is like overcoming trauma. I think everyone, pretty much almost everyone new introduced had some sort of trauma, right? So they all had encountered some sort of loss, and then
Yeah.
um, it was all about like you know them overcoming it. But so my question is, how did like everyone else? It seemed like they were able to overcome it so quickly, and then Sam was like the only one that was like super hard stuck, and he was like suicidal and all that. You know, like if you look at
Oh,
Tarman,
okay.
he loses his son
I
and
mean,
his
we don't,
hand, right?
but we don't see their recovery. You know what I mean? Like, we
Yeah,
see
that's
Sam's
true.
recovery. Everyone else had their traumas long ago, and then they
Yeah,
except for Sam and Fragile. So
yeah.
they had to, throughout the game we see them kind of recover from it.
hmm
And actually that's a criticism for me that, you know, if Fragile just had a baby get shot in her hands. So yeah, okay, it's
Yeah.
kind of understandable. She's kind of depressed. So maybe if you put it that way, I see. I kind of wish that was a little more emphasized because other than fragile smoking, you don't really see her depression that much.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was kind of a low light in my opinion also because like how would she have reacted, you know? It seemed
Yeah.
like she kind of just had to put on the boots and just like
Just keep
you know,
just keep running, yeah. Just keep swimming.
keep on marching, yeah. I kind of didn't
Yeah.
like that too much. I was like, yo, what the hell happened to her? Is she okay with it? You know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
but then I guess she's okay because she gave Lou to, you know, the other side, like delivered Lou.
Right. Right.
So I guess it's okay for her. I guess it makes sense.
I guess. And if we're talking about Death Stranding 1 being more interesting to me, I think the motherhood, like that cutscene, that was very interesting to me. It brings in that question of like, you know, what's going on in this world that people aren't being born, like babies just stop at like a certain age. I felt like that cutscene was the most Death Stranding 1 cutscene. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, until
Actually,
the ending.
I would say this. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That was probably one of the more interesting cutscenes that happened in this game.
Mhm.
And yeah, like I think we already talked about this, but yeah, I have a line written here. It's like you could summarize 90% of Death Stranding 2 as, and then Sam connected Australia. And
Yeah.
that's pretty much what it is. I mean, there's like a couple things that happen here and there that you meet the crew of the DHV, so Charlie, and you meet Tarman, and you meet Rainey and something like that, and you
Yeah.
meet Tamara, which is probably the most important one. But like, it's just I don't know. It was the slowest of slow burns, you know.
Yeah.
And then a
No,
big
I agree with
a
that.
big release right at the end where you saw everything, and I don't know, the slow burn. I don't think, at least when Death Stranding 1 had the slow burn, there was interesting stuff happening in the slow burn too.
Yeah. Yeah. I can agree with that.
Actually,
I can agree with
mid Death Stranding 2, I just kind of I didn't give up, but like I just like stopped right at before the ending. I just stopped for a bit. Did something else for a while, and then I went back to it. So
that. Mm.
yeah, it was
Did you-
it was a little.
Did you end up getting the game, or did you watch?
No, I just watched. I watched someone play it. Yeah.
No, to
So
be honest,
also
like the
take that-
gameplay loop.
The game is fun. Probably. I think the game looks more fun than the previous one, and based on the person I was watching, yeah, he was having so much more fun than the previous one. I also think, but story wise, and that's another caveat that you gotta include here, that I have not actually played the game. I just watched someone play it. So you know,
wait,
this is my opinion based purely on the story. You know what I mean?
The issue with that is that I think if you played Death Stranding 1
And even if you played like just one mission from Death Stranding 1, you've
Oh
pretty
no,
much...
hold on. I've played Death Stranding 1. I didn't play
Yeah.
2. I watched 2.
Yeah, no, I know, yeah. So here's my issue. I think with these games, right? The second you've played one mission, you've pretty much played all the missions. Like, except for Death Stranding 2, they started adding some stealth, like not just adding stealth, but they added like more human killy stuff.
Right.
And
It
more
got a
running
little
from
ridiculous that, you know, the rubber bullets in the first game was kind of ridiculous, but then it got even more ridiculous. Now you got like a rubber rocket launcher. Okay. It's like, okay. Non-lethal.
non-lethal rocket launcher. Like, which is pretty
Okay.
crazy.
Or it might have been a grenade launcher. Anyway.
Grenade launcher. yeah, grenade launcher.
Non-lethal shotgun. How does that work? Don't think about it too much. So, and then if it's non-lethal, and you shoot someone in the head, it knocks them out faster. It's like,
So
I guess that kind of makes sense, but it's like, it's still weird.
there are actual non-lethal rounds for shotguns in real life.
Oh, really?
And they do, yeah. So they do just knock you out pretty much. Or like really, it's really meant to, like, what do you call it? it's like rubber slugs. They're actually a real thing. I don't know what their actual purpose is, but
Right.
I'm fairly
exist.
yeah.
They
They look
exist.
like this. Like I can send it to you in Discord. Like they're literally like rubber balls. Like look at muties. It's
All right,
literally
let me
rubber
check.
balls that they get shot at you, pretty much.
You said balls?
Yeah, I said balls.
He said balls.
You said balls.
That's funny.
Enough
Yeah.
cock rating.
Interesting.
Time for the taste test.
Right. Enough concrete. Sorry. Yeah, so I think the guy I was watching, Joseph Anderson, he probably put it best. The game probably needed less stations and more interactions between the characters. So more cutscenes
Yeah.
with the members of Magellan and like just more, stuff, because like you barely get to know these people.
Yeah,
Nowhere near as memorable as in the first game.
yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. And like if I was to summarize my thoughts completely, it's just I kind of wish the game was more Kojima. Like he didn't hold back as much. This really felt like I don't know. Like I feel like he should I wish he went a little more wild with it. That's why I'm kind of excited about his new game or whatever, that OBD thing, because I feel like that's going to be full
Oh.
Kojima. Yeah, the
You
horror
talking
thing.
about that horror game?
Yeah, that horror game. Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah, that one's gonna be scary.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of excited for that, because I feel like he could do that well. They need to let him cook. Like, I know I don't really like the slow burn. Or the slow burn can be done well, just I don't think it was done very well this time.
Yeah.
I also think the ghost mechs are less interesting, are not
Oh,
as
no.
interesting
Oh,
as the
for sure.
BTs. Yeah, they're
Oh, for
they're less
sure.
interesting enemies. It just feels like I'm fighting, I don't know, like humans, but I can kill them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Discount humans, but I can kill them this time. Okay.
I think like when it comes down to the like fighting sequences and whatnot, right? Man, I think I've just been like I think this is an issue with me now. Sekiro has spoiled me even though I haven't finished the game.
God, you gotta finish that game, man.
No,
Summer's
I'm gonna
almost
finish
over.
that game. I'm gonna finish that game.
Summer's
Actually, you know what?
almost
I might
over,
go back to
dude.
that game right now. I might go
Yeah,
back to that
dude,
game right
summer
now.
is almost over. You gotta go back to class in literally a month, by the way. So you
Yeah.
need to finish that game now, or
Yeah, no,
or you're
I no, that's true. That's true. So I'm not gonna stream it. I might not stream it, but we'll see. We'll see if I think that it would be fun times to just like stream it for good old times, for good old sake, whatever. I'll do it. But I don't know. So anyways, so the combat in Sekiro is really epic, right?
Good, yeah.
There's a lot of moments where it's literally like you're in an anime battle, right?
Oh yeah.
And this is like mostly in the boss fights, but then also in like mini boss fights, like there are moments that you just come across these crazy things that happen, right? I
Right.
think the gameplay with Death Stranding will, and maybe this is because I wasn't the one playing, I was watching Jacksepticeye play it, but I think it just seemed a little bit not cool until the end. I think the
Yeah.
end, that like just me watching it, I was on the edge of my seat, man. I was like, "Holy frick, this is crazy!" Like
Yeah, that's
I think
that's
it was.
that's the game. That's a completely different genre. It's more of a
Yeah,
slower paced game. So Sekiro is an action game through and through.
yeah,
This game has action moments, but it's more like adventure-y, walking sim-y.
that's true.
Um,
That's true.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
You-
And then one more
It's
thing.
just a
One more thing.
The music in this game, I think top tier. I don't know how this guy, I don't know where Kojimbo finds his music, but the music choice was very
yeah.
nice.
It was good.
Um,
It was good. I
I
enjoyed.
couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was listening to the Wilder, and man, like the message that is being told in the lyrics of the song, right? Down
Yeah.
to like, oof, that's it. It's just a good song. I think a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, but you're not gonna listen to this on a daily basis. Well, yeah, if you're listening to just like brain rot rap like all day, every day, yeah, you're not gonna like you listen to Katy Perry every day, like Taylor Swift. Yeah, you're not gonna listen to this music, man. Like,
But dude, this is genuinely one of the most beautiful songs that I've heard, like in a video game.
I was like, dude, this is a video game. Like, you know, like this is like people come home from work, right? And it's like after a long day, they're sitting down and relaxing, playing these types of stuff, right? Like, and it
Right.
like it's transcended into not just a game. It's now a straight up art form. You know, like
Right.
the care and attention, the detail, you know, like attention to detail, like all of this crazy stuff, like the stories that are being told, the like stuff that you can gain from it, you know, like it's just cool, man. Like it's like it's like movies, like very
Movie shit.
right? And
Right.
movies, they also became into an art form, right? And I think the same thing's happening with games, but of course you just have to be in the right market. If you don't like games, then you're not going to enjoy like this art form, right? So,
No.
you know, that's the way it is.
Yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. That's my thoughts on the game.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Good game though. I don't mind
Good
it.
game.